Hi, you're watching OCTV Sports Park and Rec League Girls U10 softball here today at Seymour Lake Park. Today's second game of a two-game doubleheader between your Oxford Lady Wildcats and the visiting Birmingham Jaguars. And to start the game here, that's going to be number 2, Lauren Peters, who's going to single out the first base.
Same batting order as the first game.
Well, that's convenient for us. Lady Cats walked away from that first game with a very convincing 8-0 win behind the pitching, the very outstanding pitching of number 13, Maddie Loving.
Mad.
I mean, I wanted to call her that the entire game, but just, you know, I needed to.
That couldn't be any further from her
Yeah,
personality.
we just ran. We made a stop at the concession stand, which is, by the way, part of one of the sponsors for Oxford High School Marching Band. But she was up there, and we were speaking with her a little bit, and yeah, very, very polite, very.
Oh yes.
Ooh, nice hit.
Look at that. And Miss Brown is on with a solid single again. She had a couple singles in her first game, 2 runs, and she did ground out one time, so she was 2 for 3.
And speaking of Miss Loving, she's the third batter in the order today, and that brings her up to the plate right now with a runner in first, 1 out. She's going to uppercut that one, and I think it's going to stay fair. Yep.
Yeah, and she is gonna.
Ooh,
Brown wants to run, doesn't she?
Yeah, probably a good idea on her part to stick around that second.
And Maddie gets on with a bloop single in the infield here, and that will bring us Rachel Smiley with just 1 out. Runners at first and second. Emma Morris on deck.
And that one's going
Here's a double steal on the pass ball, and runners will advance. Second, third.
Looks like that's number 8, Megan DeWolf, on the mound for the Jaguars this game. Nice hit.
Look at that,
Nice
right
stop.
to second base. But a run does score.
Good stop by the second baseman for the Jaguars.
And that will bring a run in, and that will be a sacrifice. Good job, Rachel. She hit it on a line, but straight to second base.
And that one's going to come right at us.
Oh. And not quite. Almost.
Well, that's the kind of interaction you're going to have to expect if you come down here to Seymour Lake Park at the beautiful Elise Prince Softball Complex. It's part of the adventure and excitement of live softball games, Rod.
Oh, it is. This is fun stuff.
This is what the fans came to see. And you got to, with your price of admission, you got to take that into consideration. Then you might be beamed with the ball. You might go home with a souvenir black eye.
I just love the atmosphere here.
Yeah, nice turnout. We kind of mentioned in that first game, nice turnout for the Oxford side.
Look at this. Look at this shot by number 50.
Uh-oh.
Emma Morris.
That's going to be double. That's going to be
And she is
extra
gonna
bases.
slide in. Oh, stand-up double by Emma Morris. Slight bobble out in left field brings her in, and that will be an RB. That'll be a 2 RBI double by Morris. Fantastic. I'll tell you what, that makes it 3-0 here in the first. Top of the first, that is. And that'll bring you Peyton Beard. Was it Bernard? Yeah, Bernard. Yep. Sorry, Peyton.
Oh, that's going to bring Emma over, or that's going to bring.
And wow. If that was just a little bit on line, she would have been called out, but that throw was off a little bit.
So Morris gets a little bit of luck combined with her speed to get her down the third base there. back Peyton off the plate a little bit, and that's going to be the 4th ball. She's going to be awarded first base. So with number 32, Megan Griffith, coming up to the plate. There are Wildcat runners on the corners. Top of the first inning here, game 2 of a doubleheader between your Oxford Wildcats and the visiting Birmingham Jaguars. Pitch is going to be pretty low into the dirt. Looks down to coach at third base. We might be seeing a bunt here. That's been the case earlier in the games. And the pitch is going to go way high. That's going to bring the count to 3 balls, no strikes. Top of the first inning, Wildcats coming out to an early lead over the visiting Jaguars. Pitch is going to go foul. Should bring the count to 3 balls, 1 strike. And that's going to load the bases for Oxford.
Wow, so Megan gets on, and it'll be Caroline Marsh. I wonder if they're going to be putting her at catcher again, Andy.
I hope so. She had a really good first game. Nice tosses down the second and third. Did a real good job preventing the ball from getting past her on any wild pitches. But then again, she had a really good pitcher she was working with, so there was very few wild pitches to begin with. She's going to dig at that one, and that's going to stay. That's going to stay fair. Yeah, it's going to be an out at home for the third out. That's going to end the inning, top of the first here, or end of the top of the first here for the Wildcats.
That's only 2 outs.
We're score keeping must be a little bit off.
Yeah, that is only 2 outs. Because Caroline wasn't tagged out. Well, yeah, we had the ground out with Lauren Peters. We had a single by Brown, Loving. Oh, no, we had Rachel Smiley had the ground out, but I'm sorry. Yeah, she.
Oh, there we go, yep.
Yep.
So then that should bring the score here early on in the game.
1, 2, 3. 3-0 here and we go to the second half of the first inning. And we'll see Jane Appel. It's not Apple.
No,
Appel,
it's not.
Carly Hill and Kate Brightshoe.
Now that was the one. Brightshoe was the one that we had to get clarification on. I was pretty proud of ourselves, and I'm glad that you let them know that we've been getting Jane's last name right the entire game. She was quick to correct us, but it was not necessary, and that's a rare occasion that we, without any assistance, get a girl's last name right.
Rachel Smiley will be pitching today for Oxford.
And you are watching OCTV Sports Park and Rec League Girls U10 Softball. This is the second game of a 2-game doubleheader between Birmingham Jaguars in blue and your Oxford Lady Wildcats currently in the field. If you're just joining us, top of the first inning, Wildcats came out to an early 3-0 lead. And that's them picking up right where they left off, winning the first game in a very impressive 8-0 routing of the Jaguars, behind the pitching of Maddie Loving, who had an impressive double-digit strikeout day on the mound. I love it when we go and talk to them. When you go and talk to them, Rod, and you ask them, they don't even know. In a case like Maddie, she didn't even know how many strikeouts she had.
She says, "Oh yeah."
She's going out there. Oh yeah.
Oh, no big deal. Yeah, I guess I did. My catcher did good today. I love it.
All right, well, let's see if
no
the lineup
goes there.
Yeah, that's nice to see. And yep, that's going to be Jane Appel leading off for the Jaguars here at the bottom of the first.
Let's see what Jane can do, and she's a big swing and a miss. Jane looking for her first hit today. And
all these girls are actually probably looking for their first score of the game, or first score of the day.
they have loaded the bases, and there is strike 2.
Yeah, they had the opportunities in game 1, but excellent fielding and even better pitching by Maddie Loving. Kind of put the kibosh on all that.
And strike 3. So, Rachel Smiley starting off the game with the big K. And that will bring the first game's pitcher, Carly Hill, up to the plate. And Carly's dad is the coach, along with Todd DeWolf. His daughter, Megan, is playing as well.
First pitch is going to be foul tipped back for strike 1 on iCarly.
And there's a strike. Swing and a miss. I don't know if I mentioned Gary Lovings is head coach of the Oxford team, along with Colleen Griffith. Colleen's daughter is doing a good job today. She's
Ooh.
at second base today. And there is another strikeout.
Yeah, Smiley sits down her second of the inning.
I wonder if there's any relations, huh? I forgot to mention Colleen and Gary's name in the first game. I apologize.
Just another reason for them to watch the second one.
Here's the pitch from Smiley.
Whoa, that's a
Got the outside corner low and called strike. That's a tough one to hit right there. And there's another swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes here. 2 outs on the Jaguars in the bottom of the first inning.
Wow, I'm really impressed with Smiley.
Yeah.
And bring
we
it
go.
at strike 3. And starting out the game with 3 quick strikeouts. And I got to get an interview with that girl.
And thank you for watching OCTV Sports. If you'd like to buy a copy of today's game or any other of our Park and Rec League and high school, JV, and varsity games, give us a call, 248-628-9658. And remember, too, I've said it a few times, but you can catch us on Saturdays and Sundays, 1 to 6 p.m. on channels, Charter Channel 191 and AT&T Channel 99, and always online at OCCTV.org. I'm Andy Curtis, and we're joined by my broadcast partner, who is out in the field right now trying to get an interview from today's pitcher for Rod Wright. And momentarily, hopefully, you can get a hold of that.
Okay, I'm here with Rachel Smiley. 3 strikeouts first inning. Wow.
Yeah, well, I've been practicing a lot to get that because I've been getting some walks, so I've really tried to pick up my speed and stuff.
Well, you really did good on your control and everything. 3 strikeouts. That's how Maddie started out her game, too.
Yeah, she's a really good pitcher. She's really fast, so I kind of look up to her to pick up my speed and stuff because she's really good.
Good, you're doing a great job, and I think in the game you got a single and a run in the first game as well.
Yep, yeah. I've been I need to focus on the ball more, so I kind of just focus and slow it down.
Well, good, you did a good job in that first game. All right, thank you very much.
Thanks.
All right, that's a good pitching name too, Smiley.
Thank you.
Back to you, Andy.
Thank you, Rod. Go to the top of the second inning here. If you're just joining us, Oxford has a comfortable 3-0 lead. Second game of this doubleheader against the Birmingham Jaguars. And that was Rod's interview with the starting pitcher today for Oxford. Rachel Smiley, who's off to an excellent start. 3 strikeouts. And you know what? I thought she'd smile more.
She was smiling. She
Yeah,
was
but,
really
you know, with
happy.
your name Smiley, I figured it'd be a little bit more Smiley. I mean, maybe we'll see. Maybe she gets 6 strikeouts. So.
Well, they only let her do the 3 for the inning. So, you know,
I guess that makes
gotta give her
sense.
another inning. You know, but she's a real positive young lady. She did a good job. Very good job.
You know,
Says she looks up to Maddie. That's a good person to look up to.
being positive is one of my personal 3 pillars of success. And,
That and money.
well, yeah. Being
Steve
positive
Martin,
and having money.
How
They-
to be a millionaire. First, get $1 million.
nice
Oh,
hit.
here's a shot to
Think
the
she might-
pitcher.
Yeah.
Nice looking play. And that was a nice hit by Maria, just right to the pitcher.
Maria. So 1 up and 1 down for Oxford.
And
As you
that,
see Amy Bronikowski come up to the plate. Nice festive bow in her hair. That thing seems to be an addition. Don't remember seeing that in the first game.
there's another pop up, and it will be just out of the reach of Megan D. Wolf. And there's a swing and a miss, Amy. I kind of like the double headers. That way I can get everybody interviewed. Gives me more time.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Works out pretty good.
First game's like a practice for us. You know,
Yeah.
we really refine our skills, figure out how to actually pronounce the girls' last names for the most part.
Coach Levin saying, come on, kiddo. Get your bat of that ball. She looks like she's up there, ready to hit. I like that stance. It's aggressive looking. She's going to hit it.
That's going to stay
And
fair.
It's going to stay fair. The throw to third.
She's got it.
Third. And she's going to be on
Oh,
with
she's going for 2.
And she will move to second on that. Good job, Amy. See, you could tell.
I think it was the bow.
See the body language. You could tell that she wants to hit that ball. You can see the confidence in her stance. And Lauren Peters says, make sure I don't forget the S.
She did say that to us, didn't she?
She did.
Well, we weren't, I don't think.
Lauren had 2 runs in the first game. She walked, singled, got an RBI. She played third base. She did a good job earlier. And the first one will be a ball.
Well, she's a real utility player.
They should all be utility at
They
this
should
age.
be.
To not pigeonhole them at any one position. Except for pitcher, you know, that's a pretty specialized position.
And that pitch going past the catcher there for the Jaguars is going to bring Amy all the way over the third to put her in scoring position.
Good opportunity for, there we
Oh,
go,
that's
right
nice.
up
That's-
the middle. And that is an RBI single for Lauren Peters. Fantastic. I love putting them RBIs on.
So with 1 out, top of the second inning, that RBI is going to put Oxford up 4-0 here over the Jaguars with a runner on first base. And number 6, Audrey Brown, looking to move the runner even farther and pad that score just a little bit more here early on.
Well, Audrey had, look at this.
Oh, nice slide.
It was a nice slide, and I'll tell you what, that was a good
Good.
throw from the catcher. I wonder if that's Elena Chester again, because she did a good job there. No, that's not Elena. That's I believe that's Kate Brightshow at catcher. Good job. Audrey had 2 singles in the first game. She had a sacrifice for an RBI, ground ball sacrifice RBI. She had 2 runs, so she had a very, very good first game of this doubleheader. And I'm keep telling her every time I walk by, I say, I'm going to get you. I'm going to get you an interview. And every time I go over there, she's up to bat again. She's on deck or something. So she's bugging me.
You think
I'm
that's
going to get there.
think that's her plan to avoid the interview? Is to
No,
always-
she wants the interview.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's ooh.
she wants it.
Looked like Lauren was going to steal third there, but
And Audrey again finds herself on first base, as she did in the first inning. She hit on in the first. So, wow. 2 walks and 3 singles today so far for Audrey Brown. And that will bring us Maddie Loving. She singled in the first time up. She pitched the first game. She pitched a dandy, 13 strikeouts. She had a home run, a single, and 3 RBIs. It was definitely a Maddie Loving game, that first game. That ball, D. Wolf gets away from her, and runners will all advance. We have runners at second and third. Still just 1 out and 1 run this inning. Maddie Loving's up. And ball low. And Maddie will take the walk. Dad's gonna come out there and say, hey, just relax, honey. Trying to work with her on the mechanics a little bit. And our next batter will be the pitcher, Rachel Smiley.
she's coming up in a very good position here with the bases loaded. 4-0 lead, top of the second. A low roller's going to
Rachel got an RBI
Ooh.
in her first at bat today. Also, she singled and got an RBI and a run in the first game as well. Ooh, close.
yeah.
He's called that one strike before. And there
Nice
we go.
contact.
Rachel reaches down right back to the pitcher, and that is a sacrifice. But she does get the RBI because she scores Lauren Peters on that. Runners all advance.
That'll be the second out of the top of the second inning here, and that run's going to put Oxford up 5-0 here early on in the second game of this 2-game doubleheader.
That puts Lovings on second and Brown on third. And we have Emma Morris. Big sister's watching her. There we go. Ooh, a little too close to the camera. She jumped all over that one.
Nice contact, though. Just she could have moved it to the right a little bit more.
Hey, I was ready. I was going to catch you.
If you remember right, Emma in the first inning had a 2-run double. She smacked that ball way out in the grass. One of the best hit balls so far today.
One of the best hit balls I have ever seen.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh.
And I'm comfortable standing behind that. I mean it. You're watching OCTV Sports.
Look at that,
Ready to
another
see?
shot. And that one will be
What?
foul again.
Say what? That looked like.
That was
That
a
sure looked good to
shot
me.
Down the third base line. Just foul. That would have definitely been extra bases. And yes, you kind of smell it now. She's gonna whack this one. She wants this one here. Runners at second and third. And ball will be low.
Count to 3 balls, 2 strikes on Emma Morris. That should Yeah, that's going to be a
Yeah,
walk.
she's like, Coach, I don't want to walk. I want to hit that ball. I want another double.
I'm so close. And that's going to load the bases. For number 11, Peyton, as she comes up to the plate, looking to add some more runs to this 5-0 lead.
Peyton walked her first time up, and we did strand her on second. I gotta get her on an interview too. All the runners have to stay. They're frozen at this level. They can't steal home. Oh, and a big swing and a miss.
Ooh.
That ball will be high, and that will walk in a run. Audrey will touch the plate. Batting on to third. Emma Morris to second, and Peyton will take first base.
It's going to be the third run of this inning for Oxford, putting their score, putting them up 6-0 here in the game, and we're just too shy of the 5-run cap per half inning that we learned about in that first game. Now, at this age level, we found out if you're new to the sport, one team can't get more than 5 runs at their at bat.
Megan Griffith takes a swing at that one. Megan's mom, Colleen, also helping Gary Loving with the coaching today and scorekeeping.
And she's been very helpful as far as getting us the names of the girls.
There we go. Hit to the pitcher and the throw to first, and that will be the final out of the inning. But not before. We get 3 runs, and that will make it 6 for Oxford. And Birmingham not quite on the board yet. Only had 3 hitters up.
Well, they've still got a lot of baseball left to be, or softball left to be played.
Yeah, you have to remember that, because boy, they will tell you this is softball. They don't want to. I made that mistake before.
But we know how quickly these games can change hands. We've seen games where it looks like it's out of reach for one team, and then in an inning they'll come back and tie it up or come close too. So again, thank you for watching OCTV Sports Park and Rec League Girls U10 Softball. That second game of a doubleheader between the Birmingham Jaguars and your Oxford Lady Wildcats. With the Wildcats currently leading 6-0 behind some hot bats and the good pitching so far of Rachel Smiley, number 10 on the mound. If you like OCTV Sports, and let's be honest, why wouldn't you? Check out some of the other programs that OCTV has to offer you. And remember, we're your community station, so if you got an idea for a segment you'd like us to focus on in one of our many programs, or a sports idea, or just want to tell us that we're doing a great job, feel free to call us at 248-628-9658. One of our programs that's more community business oriented is Let's Take a Walk, where we go around the community interviewing local businesses and asking them to showcase how exactly they are special within the community. Recently, our latest episode that's airing right now of Let's Take a Walk focused on the Girlfriends Charity Walk that recently took place in Oxford.
Okay, well, here I am with, who am I here with?
Kate Brightshoe,
Right, you? We've been saying it right all day. That's good. And
Avery Riker.
Avery Riker. Well, we got to get a run to this inning, don't we? I know. We can. Can you hit this girl?
Yeah.
Let's move out this way so the camera can see you a little bit. So how long have you been playing softball?
Since first grade.
Oh, really? Is this your favorite sport?
Yeah.
You play anything else?
I play soccer in the fall.
Do you? Good. How about you?
Well, I've been playing softball since first grade as well, and I'm starting volleyball too.
Oh, volleyball is a lot of fun. I have a daughter who plays volleyball. Every girl likes volleyball. All right, well, let's get some hits, okay?
Okay.
All right, thanks for coming out.
Yep.
Okay, good luck, girls.
Thank you.
Back to you, Andy.
All right, thank you, Rod. Start at the bottom of the second inning. Birmingham sends up number 3, Iona Chester, the catcher from last game. Pretty sure she might be catching again today, or catching again in this second game for Birmingham. We have to double check on that. Usually a lot of change in positions at this level for the girls, but she did have an excellent game behind the plate in game 1, so I wouldn't be surprised if they threw her out there again in game 2. She's going to take a good hearty swing, but it's going to be a strike, and that's going to bring the count to no balls, 2 strikes here at the bottom of the second inning. Smiley's going to toss that one real low. First ball of the at-bat for Chester. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Current count, no outs, no runners on base. Oh, she's going to get a hold of that one, sending it out to right field, and that's going to go foul. She was thinking extra bases on that one, I guarantee it. So hopefully that woke up the outfield a little bit, who hasn't been getting a lot of action here today because of the excellent pitching behind Maddie and Smiley. Whew, that one's going to go high, causing Chester to jump down. That should bring the count to 2-2. And another good hearty swing, but that's going to be a strike and sit Chester down for the first strikeout of the inning.
Well, that was a pretty good interview.
Yeah,
I think we got everybody.
I think so.
You know,
and we got and more importantly, we've been saying her name right. That was something that was weighing in my head for this entire game, and now I can relax.
Well, keep me abreast of what happened.
Oh, well, it was 1 up, 1 down so far. Smiley struck out number 3 for Birmingham.
That would be Elena Chester.
Yep, and I think, I don't know if you happen to catch when you're walking over there, if she's catching for the Jaguars or not this second game.
Oh, yes.
It's, again, with all that catching equipment on, we got to go by ponytail. And it looked like the ponytail the catcher has. So I'm going to guess. But do they usually have the girls play the catching position back-to-back games?
That's kind of a tough position.
Yeah,
to play.
exactly.
A lot
of
girls, plus girls, you get more than one catcher a lot of times. It gets tiring back there, you know.
And okay, now we got. It looks like that's Chester putting on the catching equipment. Yeah,
Okay.
blonde ponytail and sunglasses is what we're going off of.
Well, that pretty much is half the girls. And there's a strike. This is Anna Herbold. Anna, she walked in the first game. They stranded her on second. She's looking to get back on again. And she fouls a good one back. That was a nice-looking swing right there.
Yeah.
Nice-looking form. Yeah, I got another one. I got to remember to bring more pens for these order forms.
Yeah, these order forms for the DVDs you can purchase. $10, $2 shipping. And Smiley's going to go. Oh, yeah, good awareness by Smiley watching her. She walks to first. We've seen it an awful lot where they'll walk down the first, and then that last second they'll round it and steal second. So she did not want her first walk of the inning to turn into a double.
Well, here's Avery Riker. Oh, a little late on swing. Almost. Wow, almost.
Whoops.
Got Megan DeWolf, who's on the on-deck. Hey! That's why you wear your helmet. When you're ever on the field, you have to have the helmet on, and the girls need to be on the on-deck circle facing the batter.
And hitting the coach's daughter is not a real good way to advance your career within the game. So,
and here's the throw.
Good stop by Audrey Brown there. The unsinkable Audrey Brown is what I'm thinking I'm going to go for her nickname.
Avery playing shortstop for Birmingham for the Jags, and the ball will get by.
Yep, that's going to move her over to third.
Up. So Anna finds herself on third base. Heads up base running. A little housekeeping from the ump.
Well, he likes to keep a clean home.
Oh, and there's a strike 3 call, and that will be the 5th strikeout given out by Rachel Smiley. Wow.
Can you imagine how difficult it would be for an umpire who had OCD to get through a game?
It would be difficult. Look at this.
That
Bounding
should.
ball,
Oh.
just getting by Lauren. That was a big hop. That was a tough one. She tried to play the in-between hops. Good backup right field. I'm going to go get her number. I like that backup.
And that's going to be the first RBI of the day for both over the course of 2 games for Birmingham. So finally puts the Jaguars on the board, now only trailing by 5, if my unofficial scorekeeping is correct. Nice pitch by Smiley, but they're going to try to steal on her. Excellent toss by the catcher, which is a little too high and got the jump on too early by the Birmingham runner, who is now comfortably at second base. Well within scoring position for number 2. Oh, they think they got her. And they do. They got her at third. Nice toss. Good grab. And that stolen base stoppage is going to end the inning.
What
Rod,
did I miss again?
great toss from the catcher down to third base. The catch Birmingham Jaguar player trying to steal third.
Wow.
Now I'm spacing on the names. I wish who's playing catcher for us right now? Because they definitely need to get their kudos.
Well, I was running out to see who played left field on that backup, who was Carolyn Marsh, but I'll find out.
Oh, yeah. And remember, we do have DVDs of today's or any other game for sale for the low price of $10. That is not $11. That's not $12. That's $10. $2.50 for shipping and handling. Or if you want to bypass all that and come pick up your DVD copy at our studios, we're located at 1775 North Lapeer Road, Suite C in Oxford, Michigan. All you need to know is the date of the game and the 2 teams that played, and we can handle the rest from there. Unless you want to stop by and check out the studios, maybe talk to our station manager, Bill Service. See what your community access is doing for you.
I don't have one somewhere.
What are we looking for? Oh, yeah. Here we go. And then for the name of the video, just Oxford Oxford U10 softball in the day. Thank you, sir. Change first. All right, thank you.
I think he's ready to go.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I am here with Emma Morris. Hey, you doubled your first time up, got 2 RBIs, and you didn't want to. Oh, we got Mom in the way there. Well, you didn't want to walk that last time up, did you?
No.
You wanted to get another double, didn't you?
Yes.
Yeah. You threw that girl out at second. Nice throw back there.
Thank you.
You girls take turns at catcher because it gets kind of hot, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Well, you're doing good. I think you're just as good an athlete, if not better than your sister, huh?
Thank you.
Yeah. Well, you keep playing softball. You're doing a good job.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Back to you, Andy.
All right, thank you, Rod. And we're over here at our official broadcast table selling DVD copies like hotcakes. If you don't want to be left out and want to get in on this DVD action, give us a call, 248-628-9658. Low price of $10, $2.50 for shipping and handling. again, though, Rod, I'm going to have to apologize.
Oh, yeah. That was a fun interview. People jumping. They didn't know, though.
Yeah, no, I'm sure they didn't. But while it looks like the action was going on the field, I've been dealing with DVD orders here off the field, so kind of dropped the ball on my duties of keeping score of what was going on. But luckily, the people at home who are watching know exactly what happened.
Well, here's Maria Rabb. She's up right now. And she'll be followed by Amy Bronikowski. Caroline Marsh out this inning. She did get a sacrifice in the first inning, and that scored a run. That would be an RB, I believe. Oh, it was a fielder's choice. I'm sorry. I thought she had an RBI on that. Anyways, here's Maria Rabb. Ooh, man, that was a low call strike. I believe that's full count. They keep changing umps on me, and they have different ways of looking. And that will be ball 4 for Maria. Maria will go to first. I failed to mention Maria hit to the pitcher her first time up this inning. And in the first game, she walked and scored. And they are really getting aggressive on the base pass here. Amy Bronikowski, she singled in the first and scored. How about that? Yep, there's the ball pass. Maria Rabb will go into second, standing up. Yeah, I thought Amy had a very nice looking at bat. There's a swing and a miss. Nice looking swing though. I thought she had a very nice looking at bat, and you could kind of tell that she was going to hit the ball. Look at the confidence when she's standing up there. And I got a feeling they're going to have to move this girl up in the order eventually, because she does get the walk, but she was up there like she wants to hit. And how about that, Maria Rabb, when they weren't looking, snuck over to third. That's it. I'll take Gary Loving. Coach has got the girls on the ball.
Well, softball's a thinking person's game. You can't be lazy, lackadaisical on the bases for 1 second.
And Lauren Peters finds herself up as Amy Bronikowski heads down to second. Runners on second and third. There's one out. And we're at the top of the order. Lauren Peters. Lauren playing third base today. And on deck, Audrey Brown. And I've been trying to get an interview with her for 2 games now. And every time I go, here we go. There's a fly.
I think that's going to drop. Yes.
In for a nice looking RBI.
Two RBI.
2 RBI single. How about that?
And
RBI single.
Well-deserved wild round of applause coming from the stands over here on the Oxford side. Not surprisingly, kind of quiet over on the Birmingham side.
They're looking to get on, and this is Audrey Brown and Audrey.
Uh-oh, here we go.
Oh.
Yeah, I think good-looking slide, but
she's in. She got under. Did they get her out?
Yep.
Yep, they called. I thought she got under that slide, but no. That was a nice looking throw. That was close too.
Well,
so that is the second out, and this is Audrey Brown. Audrey singled and walked today, scored both times she was up. And she had 2 singles and 2 runs in the first game as well. She's sporting some pretty cool shades right there. There we go. It's going to be a pop. It's going to be mishandled by second base.
Little bit of luck on that one.
Up on first base. And that will bring Maddie Loving up. Maddie singled and walked today. She's got a run. In the first game, she got a home run, and she had a 2 RBI single.
Not to mention her day
2
on the
runs.
mound. She struck out at, what was it, 12? 13 strikeouts in that first game.
Yeah. Fantastic outing.
A real impressive day for her so far.
And she reaches down and swings at a bad one there. That one was out of the strike zone. Look at that. There's a shot to center. And that is,
Uh-oh.
look out. It could
This
be
could
a
be trouble.
play at third. Thinking she has the force. And Maddie just hit the cover off the ball
Yeah,
on
she-
that one. And I don't think there's a problem with Brown running. There's a problem with Brown not running. She loves to run, that gal. She thinks this is the track team, and that's a good thing. Rachel Smiley.
Uh-oh, this
And
could be
she's going to pop it up. That's going to fall in right behind the pitcher, and that is going to be a pop single on the infield for an RBI. Brown scores, of course. Maddie on down to third. And that makes it a 9-0 game.
9-1, I
9-1.
think, yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Yep.
9-1.
Top of this inning.
Yeah, that one. I didn't draw the box in. There we go. And we have Emma Morris. Just had a Smiley on down to second. Loving's on third. That ball will go back to the backstop, but the girls are froze up. They cannot steal home on a pass ball at this level. I think the next league up they can.
Well, we definitely saw our fair share of it the other night in the U16 league. And I want to think the league in between that we've done a few games for that we've seen them steal home.
Yeah, yep. And there not many pass balls by the catchers there.
No.
I'll tell you, those catchers. And you'll see these girls too. They're just going to get better and better. You can see it from game to game.
Mhm.
From the beginning of the season to the end, it's amazing. It makes you feel like you know what you're doing, but it's actually the kids. The kids, really, they're the good ones. And Emma is going to go out swinging,
That's going to end the inning.
and that will end the inning, but not before. We get 3 more. We had 3 in the first, 3 in the second, 3 in the third. I see a little bit of a pattern.
You think?
And we're going to the bottom of the third. And we will have Kayla Zimke, Emma McGreevy,
It's McGreevy.
McGreevy, I'm sorry.
Emma McGreevy.
And Kenzie Gunther. And those will be the last 3 batters.
And remind everybody watching at home that Lone Ranger Day here in Oxford is coming up on August 2nd. Celebrate the Lone Ranger of Oxford's very own Lone Ranger with a parade at 11 a.m. through downtown Oxford. And your own OCTV is going to be there. We're going to have 2 announcers, 3 cameras.
50 cents? I got to give change to the guy.
All right. Sorry about that. We have to also run in a register here, as among other things. Here you go. Don't spend it all in one place, Rod. All right, where was I? Oh, yeah, Lone Ranger Day. Oxford's favorite son, the Lone Ranger. We're going to be celebrating his life here in Oxford on August 2nd with a parade at 11 a.m. And your own and favorite TV station, OCTV, will be there to cover it. We're going to have 3 cameras covering the event, 2 announcers giving you play-by-play commentary of all the floats and festivities, and we're also going to be marching in the parade, so check us out. We're also going to have a desk at the tent by the gazebo in downtown Oxford, and we'll have a TV show to show some of our programs and newsletters to give out to tell you what we're doing around the station. So stay tuned and stop by on August 2nd around 11 a.m. Hi-ho Silver. Yep. We'll also be talking to anybody who saw the remake with Johnny Depp. I think there was 4 or 5 people.
I did see it.
Did you? Okay, well, there you go.
It wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be.
Our cameraman Jeff Goodme has saw it, and he will be there in an open panel discussion to tell you why he loved it so much. We're going to be doing that at 12 o'clock down by the gazebo downtown Oxford. Come with your questions written down so we can pre-approve them.
I think Rod might be ready.
Oh,
Hey, here I am sitting on the bench with, who am I with?
Eliana Chester.
Eliana Chester. Oh, here we go. Kenneth's going to get in. You got a hit. All right, we're going to get a run this game, aren't we?
Yeah.
How long have you been playing softball?
2.5 years.
2.5 years. Is this your favorite sport?
Yeah.
Who's your favorite Tiger?
Cabrera.
Cabrera. Yeah. How about Martinez?
Yeah.
He's pretty good too. Yeah. Well, all right. Well, I want to see some runs on the board. What do you think, girls? Huh? Let's get some hits.
Yeah.
Back to you, Andy.
thank you, Rod. So Birmingham's coming out of the gate swinging here, putting a runner on first who promptly stole second. No outs. Trailing by a good amount as we go late into the game here. They're definitely looking to close that gap. And fiery offense right out the gate makes me think that we might have a game in our hands as we come to the closing innings of this softball game between the Birmingham Jaguars and your Oxford Lady Wildcats. Good looking pitch by Smiley is going to be in a strike, and that's going to sit down number 19 McGreevy for Birmingham. First strikeout of the inning, first out of the inning with a runner on second. Bring up number 15 for Birmingham, Kenzie.
Well, the Jaguars did promise me they were going to get some runs.
Yeah, I got loud over there for a second, didn't it?
It did. It did. They want to get a hold of it, but I'll tell you, it's tough with Rachel Smiley. She is pitching very,
Yes, she
very
is.
well. And you know who's in the stands? U16 coach.
Oh, really?
He's scouting.
He's scouting?
He's scouting. So, what are you doing here? You scouting? He started laughing. Wants to know what he's got coming in the future. He owns that
Max Training Facility
Yeah,
down
yep.
on 24 north of town, if I'm not mistaken.
and he is working on getting the girls
Ooh.
in this area and getting this softball program going. He's doing a good job.
Yeah, a couple games ago, I think, wasn't he telling us he's been working with them there over the winter?
Yep.
And it's been showing. We've done a couple of games for the U16 league, and they're very impressive.
Well, they need to get with
That's gonna be
they need to get down there
strike three.
and get working in the cages. January, February, start swinging, throwing the ball around, and it will make the difference. And if they can start out this age, that's great. And there's a swing and a miss. And this is the top of the order, Jane Appel. And she was very happy that we were pronouncing her name
Well,
right.
yeah. I mean, wouldn't you?
Yeah, her girlfriends were calling her Apple.
Well, yeah.
Oh. She gets that all the time. My name being Rod Right, it was always Rod wrong or left. And I was like, come on.
What about the Rod Father? Anybody called you that?
Never got that.
What about Hot Rod Right?
No, I got that all the time.
What
Rod
if-
Man.
If he ain't wrong, he's Rod Right.
I was just hoping the girls would want to say there's Mr. Right, but that didn't really
No,
happen
it's
as much
Mr.
as I wanted. And that will be strike three.
Whew.
Strike three by Rachel Smiley, and she's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 strikeouts
Wow.
today. How
She's-
about that?
Creeping up on Maddie's total of 13 from that first game.
And we will go to the top of the fourth, and you'll see Peyton Bernard, Megan Griffith, and Caroline Marsh. And I'm going to have to go do an interview with Miss Brown.
Are you going to catch her this time?
I'm going to get her. Yeah, Coach Mick. Have you been working with Coach Mick?
No.
You need to see Coach Mick. You know Coach Mick, he's got what's the name of your facility, Mick? The Max. You got to go down there in January and February. Start hitting.
We've been there before. We do that as practice.
Do ya? Okay, you got to get down to the Max and keep working because we need some good softball players for our high school, and you girls are going to be awesome. All right, well, go get me some more hits, okay?
Okay, thanks.
Say hi to Mom, Dad.
Hi, Mom. Hi, Mom and Dad.
Hi.
Back to you, Andy.
Thank you, Rodfather. Top of the fourth inning here. Oxford leading 9-1. And start out the inning, number 11, Peyton. And nice hit to Peyton. This should be, yeah. It was looking close. She tried to leg it out, but was thrown out at first for a routine ground out single. All right, 1 up, 1 down so far. It was Peyton, number 11, tossed out at first.
And 1-3.
I think, yeah, 1-3. Wait,
Pitcher to first base.
no, just 3. Or no, let me remind myself.
Pitcher's 1.
Yeah,
Catcher's
1,
2.
2, 3.
Three. Who's
4,
on first?
4 to
Third base.
4 to 3. 4-3.
It's a 4-3? Okay. I'm sorry. That's horrible of me
Well, you
to
know,
do that to
when you
Put
put me
the
on
spot.
to count like that, at least you're not making me read stuff. Then it'd be a whole bunch of problems.
Well, I talked to Coach Mick, and he's going to do an interview, and we're going to talk a little bit about the Max. And
The Max, all right.
The Max. So at the end of this inning, I'm gonna go
Nice, cool.
talk to him. Actually, I could probably. Let's wait till after the inning when it's kind of long.
Sounds good to me, yeah.
And I'll go over there. I told him don't leave. He wants to talk a little bit about getting these girls developed and where to go at the Max, and make them good ball players, get them ready because before you know it, these girls are going to be playing high school ball. It goes by fast. Second base person, Megan Griffith.
How politically correct of you.
Oh, absolutely.
I appreciate that.
Well, I have a couple daughters. I know it's
Oh, yeah.
a male carrier, softballer. There we go. There's a shot, but it's past the first base.
I think she's going to get there. Oh, yes.
Oh, and Megan beats it out with good hustle. And Megan finds herself on first base. She hit the ball hard. And that's what made it tough. That's tough to do the crossover catch over at first base like that. And here we got Caroline Marsh. And that ball will be down to the backstop.
And that's going to move Megan all the way over to second. Got 1 out. Top of the fourth inning. Oxford leading 9-1. That's going to stay.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh, boy. And that ball was fair. Kept her in, and that will be a single for Marsh. I think Kate Brightshoe, who's pitching now, if she would have waited a little bit, that ball would have rolled foul, but she was hoping for that out. But that will be an RBI single. And that's another run for Oxford.
Ooh.
And that.
Did that hit her in the...
Yeah, it hit her helmet, but hit her in the back.
Well, good. I mean, it looks like it didn't phase her too much.
And, I mean, talk about nonchalant. She clunk, and she's like, yeah, here's my bat.
Whatever.
So it didn't seem to phase her much. That's a good thing. And now, last but not least, Amy Bronikowski. I think she's going to look like she's going to hit. Remember I was telling you she's got some good-looking at-bats there.
You did?
She had a single in her first time up, and she walked last time, but she didn't want to. And we'll go to the top of the order with Lauren Peters.
Well, she's got a good opportunity to do that with runners in scoring position at second and third, moving up after that last pass ball on the catcher. Boy, do you know those girls were just itching to go home after those pass balls.
No, they just want to score. 10 runs so far. That was a nice looking pitch. Excuse me. A little slur there. No more Coca-Cola for me. Huh?
Yeah, you hit your
the
limit.
bubbles are getting to me. And there's a swing and a miss.
That'll bring the count full on Amy.
That was not the swings I've been seeing Amy. Now here we go. See how she's dug in. She's going to hit this one. Yep.
You were kind of right.
Yep. Body language. I like the aggressive. You know they hold their hands differently in softball than in hardball?
Why is that?
Well, the ball is coming from underneath, where in hardball it's coming over top. So the knuckles line up different. There's other different ways of hitting that they do as well. That will be...
It's going to be a walk for Amy, and that's going to load the bases here at the top of the fourth inning.
Also, they also teach a new kind of hitting where they turn the torso first. They don't step into it. They turn the torso, and then the shoulders follow. It's a very awkward feeling at first swinging the bat, but maybe Coach Mick can explain a little bit more about this newer style.
Yeah, because, I mean, just hearing about it doesn't sound like it's an improvement, but I'm sure there's got to be some advantages to it. Otherwise,
well, they're
nobody
a lot
would
closer. You know, the pitchers are a lot closer. You don't have as much time to step in. And there's a strike. This is Lauren Peters. Lauren's got 2 singles and 3 RBIs today and a run. She's been a superstar today. And the first game weren't bad either.
nice
Here we go.
contact.
There's a shot right past the first baseman, down the first baseline.
One
run will score. Will they send
2.
the other one? Yep, he wants her to go.
They're going to hold this. 2 will score on that one, though.
Gary Loving's had the go ahead on that, and Amy's like, nah, I'm not going. So Lauren gets on with a double. And Amy will move to third, and we have Audrey Brown, young lady we just interviewed.
And Audrey's looking to add to that lead with runners at second and third.
She scored twice today. She's got a couple singles. First game, she's got a couple singles and scored twice. She has just been all over the bases today. Audrey Brown. Oh, and a swing and a miss. Got an opportunity to get another RBI here.
Top of the fourth inning, Oxford leading 12-1 here at Seymour Lake Park as the sun sets behind the tree line. Beautiful it is. Majestic July evening.
You say count is full? Is that 3-2?
Sure looks
will be
like
ball
it.
4.
That's going to load the bases once again.
I don't think Audrey's not been on base all day. Once. Audrey's a machine out there for getting on base. And now the bases are loaded. And
A perfect scenario for a grand slam here.
yeah, we got the big kahuna up now. And this is who you want batting with the bases loaded. Just the one out. And Maddie Lovings, who's just been hitting the cover off the ball today. She's over on first base this game, pitched the first. Ball high.
It looks like they might walk her. She's looking at 3 balls, no strike count. And she's going to take her base, and that's going to walk in one more.
Yeah, that is her second walk of the game. She's got a single and a double today and a walk. So that'll bring Amy in. Lauren will move on to third, Audrey to second, and Maddie on first. And here we go, number 10, Rachel Smiley. She singled and got an RBI today.
And she's having a good day on the mound. I think she's got, what, about 8 strikeouts?
No, let me see. 1, 2. Yep, she's got 8 Ks so far today.
She's going to take a pitch for a strike.
Still just 1 out.
It's going to go low, and that's going to bring the count to 3 balls, 1 strike here on the pitcher. Yeah, that was a good-looking pitch.
And there we go.
That should make it a full count.
Kate Brightshoe is hopefully finding the groove here. And that one will go low. And that will walk in another run. So Rachel will take the walk.
That might be the end of the inning for the 5-run rule. And I think, yep, that's what.
2, 3, 4. Yep, that will be the 5th run of the inning. So that's 14-1 so far, and we go to the bottom of the 4th. And I'm going to go get that interview with Mick. I'm just going to turn this on now and keep this on.
He's going to bring right here. I'll just lay off talking so we can edit it cleaner.
Where do you want us? About right here?
Do you want any close-ups?
There's good.
All right, here I am with Mick Sikoski, and well, let's talk a little bit about that facility downtown and where it's at and what you're doing.
Okay. The name of it is the MAX, Maximum Performance Training Center, and we do indoor sports training.
Now, should these girls be up there right now?
They should be, and some of them were.
Were they? Okay, I bet I could tell. Probably Maddie and all that.
Yes, absolutely.
So what do you do with the girls? You work on their hitting. You got cages.
Yeah, we can either provide training for them, or their team comes in and uses our facility to upgrade the girls' skills.
Okay. Well, good. Tell me a little bit about the body turning. Should the girls be working on that now and not stepping in?
Yes, the body, the power comes from the hips. They should always torque the hips.
Now, how do they hold their hand? I was telling Andy that they hold their hands a little bit different in softball than hardball.
Well, they do, but it's. I don't really get that
Too
deep
technical,
into
yeah.
with the hand grip. I mean, it's kind of a natural thing. I mean, if someone's way out of whack, we'll watch it, but it's, I mean, there's no, that I know of, a special rule. Line up the knuckles. I guess people do the finger line up like this, but
Yeah.
it's after you've hit for a while, it's uncomfortable if you don't have your hands right. So
Right.
kind of-
Now, if some parents want to work with their kid, can they come up without a team just themselves?
Oh, sure, absolutely.
And they have to make an appointment?
They could. We take walk-ins. provided
you take walk-ins?
Sure, absolutely. As long as there's time slot available.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, very good. And you're right by McDonald's, right?
Right by McDonald's, just north of them.
That's the old C Ray building.
That's correct. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And you do other sports as well.
We do lacrosse. We do soccer. We do karate. We do boxing. We do. Yes. We have birthday parties. Football, dodgeball. Everything.
Well, there we go.
So,
Wanted to get to the max. Well, thank you very much, man.
thank you very much. I
Okay.
appreciate it.
All right. Have a good day.
Okay, you too. Thank you.
All right. All right, back to you, Andy.
Thank you, Rod. Yeah, it definitely seems like some of those girls were down there this afternoon with the caliber of play we're seeing here today. So we're in the bottom of the fourth. Birmingham Jaguars up to the plate. Number 2 for Birmingham just singled with a little blooper drop into kind of the no man's land between left field and shortstop here, putting her safely on first base. Carly Hill is the batter over there on first base after a nice single to first. I'll bring up number 4, the pitcher, Kate. Signal and bunt. That's going to go past for a strike. And you're watching OCTV Sports, Park and Rec League Girls U10 Softball. Another good pitch by Smiley for a strike as tosses out the second with the steal. But number 2, Hill's going to go and stand it up more or less safely, putting her easily in scoring position with no outs here.
All right, thank you. Take care. You bet.
And she's gonna sit her down after strike 3.
Wow.
Yeah, I didn't realize. What did that strike or what did the?
And there is another strike. Is that 2 strikeouts already?
1 strikeout.
1 strikeout.
Yep.
We got a runner on.
Carly Hill got to first and kind of like a high pop-up that dropped in between left field and shortstop.
Okay.
And then she just stole.
And then we had a K by Kate. And now we got Elena Chester.
Yep, the catcher.
Yeah, Mick's got a good facility. I'll tell you what. Oxford softball's looking really good. I'm really impressed. We got not just one team, but multiple travel teams doing well in Oxford. So softball's looking good in Oxford. I predict these gals right here and the ones a little bit older, we're going to have a good team up in Oxford coming up. I really think so. We've been seeing some good softballers, some good talent.
That's going to be another strikeout for Smiley.
Wow. Wow.
2 outs, top of the 4th.
I believe that's 11 strikeouts.
Birmingham trailing 14-1.
Elena Hoberholz. She is up. And she's going to pop one up.
See if she can get that.
Smiley get it?
Oh,
No.
she had it. She just had it in the tip of her glove there.
Carly Hill has moved down to second when I wasn't looking. Good job, Carly. Hannah walked her first time up. One of the few walks that issued by, the only walk issued by.
There we go. That's a good hit, but
That is a nice hit.
Oh,
just missing that, Maria Rabb. And that will be.
That's going to bring home Carly Hill for the second score of the day, second score of the game for Birmingham, cutting the deficit to 12 here in the bottom of the 4th inning. That was a nice smack.
Yeah, it got under, and Maria was not able to camp under that one. That's okay, kiddo. But a nice looking hit. Those are tough.
There she goes.
There goes the runner.
And a little late, so good catch. Good catch by Maria there.
Yeah, to cut that off.
Yeah.
Yep.
So a little late on the throw, but actually her head was in the right place, so that's good to see.
Ooh, low call strike. How about Marsh in the backup? Look at number 3 in the left field, backing up third base, anticipating the steal.
Yeah, you like to see that.
I love it. And there is a foul to the left side. Avery Riker wants to see if she can't get her teammate Anna home. We got 2 runs so far this game. And there's a strike.
That's it.
And that will be strike 3.
That's gonna. Yeah, it is strike 3. They keep making us second guess ourselves here.
And at the end of 4, it is 14-2. Oxford, not bad.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
I was gonna go do an interview. Who was I gonna do?
Have you got Audrey Brown yet? Have you interviewed Audrey?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I got her
Okay.
finally. I'm gonna go see if I missed anybody. Just turn this on now and then turn this on when I get ready to interview. Okay, I'm here with Annie Bronikowski. Am I pronouncing it right?
Yeah.
Oh, man, I'm sorry. I wanted to get you sooner. Well, you've been playing pretty good today. You got a single, a couple walks. You got 3 runs. Very good. I'm gonna see what you did in the other game. Yeah, you got on base. Yeah, in the first game too. So, how long you been playing softball?
Since when I was like 5.
5.
T-ball, and then when I was 7, I started playing softball.
You gonna keep playing softball?
Yeah.
You play any other sports?
I do dance.
That's good. That's
Yeah.
a sport. Sure. Well, good. Well, I'm sorry it took me so long to get to you, Amy. Okay, you gonna get us a hit? You gonna get a hit this inning? All right. Well, go up there. And you know what I noticed too is your stance and you're ready to hit. I can tell you want to hit.
I do want to hit.
I know you're very aggressive up there. You will get it. Just keep your head down and keep your eye on that ball. You're gonna get there. Okay. Good job, Amy. All right, back to you, Andy. Thanks.
All right, thanks, Rod. So as we go into the top of the 5th inning here, we're going to see number 15, Emma Morris, start things out for the Wildcats. Currently leading 14-2 here in the second game of this doubleheader against the Birmingham Jaguars. Take a good swing, but it's going to be a called strike. Morris, like the rest of the Wildcat girls, have been having a real good game today. One in the dirt for a called ball. Should bring the count to 3 balls, 1 strike. Top of the 5th inning here. All right, and that one should put Morris over at first. Following Morris is number 11, Peyton. Peyton's going to watch that one go by for the first pitch called strike.
Well, I got everybody but Maria Rabb, and she doesn't want to do it.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
How's this something? Should we ambush her with it, maybe?
Nah, if they don't want to do it, I don't want to force them, you know. But
All right, that's
high.
Emma's going to go over and steal second on that wild pitch over the catcher, over Chester for Bloomfield, or not Bloomfield Hills, Birmingham.
Same difference.
Yeah, pretty much the same.
Oh, don't say that. There's a bit of a rivalry there, I think.
Oh, well.
It's like saying Orion and Oxford are the same.
They're not?
No, they're not.
Nice hit.
There's a nice
Nice hit
shot
by Peyton.
up the middle.
That's going to be an RBI.
It is. And there's an RBI single for Peyton Bernard. And wow, Peyton got on base three times today. How about that? Peyton has got the bat going. And this leaves us number 32, Megan Griffith. Megan walked, and she singled and scored in the 4th inning.
Yep, all the girls for Oxford have been having a really good game today.
We've been seeing a lot
Nice
of that.
hit.
Look at this, another shot. How about that?
Gonna be a good
That's the
single.
second hit of the game. How about that?
Nice hard hit single.
And we are starting to get production from the middle of the order now. And now we're on to Caroline Marsh, who's also got a hit today.
Let's see if we can make this another 5-run inning. I love seeing that instead of, they call the end of the inning instead of outs just because we've scored too much. That's that's a good issue to have.
And there's Marsh, and that one will fall in. That ball.
That's going to bring Peyton home.
And there's another RBI single. Peyton scores. Griffith on down to third. And Caroline Marsh is on first base with an RBI single. That's her second of the game.
That's going to boost the Oxford Wildcats score to 16.
This is Maria Rabb, the one that will not be interviewed. Just nope.
Well, we're at least going to get her on camera.
That's right.
Can't run from us. She's got to learn that.
But she's got 2 runs today. She got a couple walks. And there's a swing and a miss. I like she wants to hit on.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Talking to Mick, and he was really impressed with the coaches at these lower levels here at Oxford.
Yeah.
They have been really, really good with the girls. A lot of patience. You don't see any hollering or anything like that. You see a lot of good, supportive coaches.
That's been a constant theme at all these games. No matter what the age group, we're seeing a lot of patient, I don't want to say, for lack of a better term, well-behaved parents. I mean, you do always hear the horror stories about parents getting too involved and screaming at each other and screaming at officials, and that has not been the case.
Not at all. Not at all. This has been one of the best seasons I've seen. And this is my young interviewer, Amy Ronikowski. And this gal is going to be moving up in the order. Look at her. She wants to hit. Got to get her up to the max, huh? That is not the new way of coaching. The best way of coaching is inspiration, not hollering. You can't do it with the girls anyways.
The old day of hitting your players with a sack full of oranges is over.
Oop. Speaking of hitting, did she get hit on that one? She
One way or the other.
Yep, she did. Amy gets hit by the pitch there. And she will move on to first. That will load the bases for the top of the order. The red hot hitting of Lauren Peters. 2 singles, a double, 3 RBIs.
Make it
2
4
runs.
RBIs.
And that is just second out. That was a fielder's choice. That will get in another run as Caroline moves on to third and Amy to second.
Top of the 5th inning here.
And here's Audrey Brown.
Oxford leading 17 to. Oh, nice catch by who's that? Number 14 nice catch by Jane Appel to end the inning. Wow.
Yeah, and some of your best hits are outs, and she got all of it. Audrey Brown, but right to the shortstop.
All right,
And so we go to the bottom of the 5th. And I got to count these.
I think
1,
Oxford's
2,
up
3.
17-2.
I think so. 3 plus 14.
14. Hold on. 1, 2.
17. Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm getting, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay, cool.
Yep. I'm going to have to bring a calculator.
I thought you had the paper upside down there for a second,
Yeah,
but
really, I'll tell you, great pitching. I'll tell you, that has really been the difference. It's the pitching.
well, we're seeing Smiley. She threw how many strikeouts has she thrown this game? It's really incredible.
Yeah, I think she's got
It was in the double digits at the last inning,
10.
which
I think 10.
I mean that paired with Maddie's 11 in that first game.
13.
13 in that
Yeah.
first game. Yeah, they definitely got a couple of real impressive pitchers here at the U10 level for Oxford.
Actually, 11 strikeouts for Rachel Smiley. And now we're going to try some other pitchers. Audrey Brown is going to pitch. And
Well, might as well. She's been doing everything else today, so might as well throw her in there.
Peyton Bernard is going to move to third. And who do we got on shortstop? Emma Morris.
Yep, looks like Morris
Emma Morris is going to short.
And Griffith is going to be out there in left field, or maybe she's just playing catch. Maybe she's just having fun.
Right field is Maddie. And center field looks like Maria Rabb. It looks like, is that Caroline Marsh back there catching again? Now we saw Audrey pitch in the last game. She's really fast. She's working on her control. She does have some power.
And if you're just tuning in, you're watching the second game of a doubleheader here on OCTV Sports. Park and Rec League Girls U10 softball. Second game between your Oxford Lady Wildcats and the Birmingham Jaguars. Oxford's currently leading this second game 17-2 here as we go into the bottom of the fifth inning at Seymour Lake Park. And just to remind you, if you'd like to buy a DVD copy of today's game or any other of the sporting events that we've covered, give us a call, 248-628-9658. Only $10. $2.50 for shipping and handling, or you can stop by our studios at 1775 North Lapeer Road, Suite C, to pick it up yourself. Megan DeWolf up to the plate for the Jaguars. Looking at a 0-2 count.
Hey, Andy.
Hey,
I
Rod.
am with Anna. What's your last name, Anna?
Holes.
Oh, man, we've been pronouncing it wrong the whole time. Herbert Holtz? Really? Okay, will you? We're trying to get some hits today, aren't we? Got a couple runs this game.
Yeah.
You've been playing softball a while?
2 years.
2 years. Is your favorite sport?
Yes, actually, yeah.
Is it? Who's your favorite Tiger?
I'm going Cabrera.
Cabrera? Yeah, he's a good one. Well, good. You want to say hi, Mom and Dad, out there?
I'm on. Okay, hi.
Actually, we say hi to the camera. Okay. Well, let's get some hits this inning, huh? Let's go get some hits this inning.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. There we go. Back to you, Andy.
Thanks, Trod. And I'm pretty sure she's wrong, and we've been pronouncing her name right the entire time. So that brings us to number 2 in the order, number 2 in the program. Oh, no, it's a second 2. This is Kayla up to bat right now. Top of the fifth inning, 1 out. This will be high and inside, backing her off the plate, and she's gonna be rewarded with a walk. She trots on down the first. Brings up number 19, Emma, to the plate with a runner on first base, 1 out. Top of the 5th inning, trailing Oxford by 15. And there's going to be a toss to second trying to get her, but it's going to be a little bit too short, a little bit behind. Kayla's going to go in standing up. Moving to scoring position for number 19.
Well, you know, the girls over there are having fun. You go over
Yeah, I noticed.
Yeah, they're just having, they don't care.
Having
They're
fun, eating popcorn, apparently.
That's right.
That's what it's all about.
Absolutely.
Softball, summer league softball and baseball is all about having a good time and then going out and getting ice cream afterward. That's the two things that make this sport great. Well, so far you missed a strikeout and a walk. I believe Megan DeWolf struck out to start off the inning. And then Kayla, number 2, the second number 2, was walked down the first. And then it looks like Brown just walked number 19, Emma.
Yeah, Brown's bringing it. I'll tell you what, she's got a boatload of talent. Gonna work on her control, and she's going to be a good one. Look at that. She's just fast.
Here, and they're going to let him take it.
Well, the runners move up, second and third. Kenzie Gunther. Let's see if Kenzie can get on today. That ball will go back to the backstop. You know, and it's something like with these walks, but you know, you can really work with what you got there. You know, a few little tweaks, and she is going to be dominating. Because you know, you can't teach speed, and she's got the speed, and they'll work with her.
There you go.
That's a loving pitch right there. Velocity wise.
That's right. It took me a second to realize. Yeah. What does he mean by that?
Or a smiley pitch. Yeah, that's.
Both would have confused. That would have confused me just as much as loving pitch. But I understand what you're saying, and I think you're right.
Look at that. Yep.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Once she gets her controlled, I remember Nolan Ryan. Oh my gosh, he had 200 walks one year. He had 300 strikeouts, but he had 200 walks.
Oh, there we go.
The fastballers do that, and there's a strike.
That's going to bring the full count. Runners on second and third.
Gloves popping. Audrey's had a fantastic day today. And even on her out, and her last time she got there's a strike 3.
Nice.
How about that? How about that? Even on her last out, she lined out. She didn't fly out. She lined out. And she's been on base 4 times this game. She was on base a couple times and a couple runs in the first game. She has really had a good day. And now she's pitching.
Well, that's going to bring number 14, Jane Appel, up for Birmingham. Looking to bring a couple of runners home here. First pitch is going to be up and high for ball 1.
Yeah, she's. You know, we saw her in the last game. I think she hit a girl or 2. She struck out a few, and then she did a few walks. She looks better. Look at that. Look at that one. Boom. She's looking a lot more controlled today. And ball high.
3 balls and 1 strike on Jane.
I'll tell you, if you have, when you have your kids and you get your daughter, when you go to play catch with her and she's like 2-3 years old, make her throw underhand.
Okay.
Okay? Right off the bat, I'm going to tell you, because it takes a while.
Well, when I have to,
So
that's my retirement plan is my kids being good at sports. So I'm going to have to start right off the bat.
That's everybody's retirement plan. It just doesn't pay off. You let them have the fun. be as best as they can be and have fun while you're doing it. But, you know, I see a lot of girls. I've seen quite a few from Oxford, even girls softball. Palumbo, I think, ended up going to, I want to say, Dakota, to a school in Dakota. We had a couple, 3 girls that actually went away with some scholarships. And you see the girls getting scholarships just as much. It seems like more than the boys.
Oh, geez, yeah, I could believe that.
Yeah, I don't really know the numbers, but I just see a lot of girls going places with their sports.
Oh.
In volleyball, had a gal going to Oakland University. Basketball, we had a girl go down to Siena Heights. So it's definitely possible. It actually might be even more possible for the girls. If you get them to play hockey, it's even more possible. I know. I had a daughter. She's pretty muscular, you know, and I wanted her in hockey. No, Dad. It's like, oh, darn it. Softball. She picked volleyball. It's up to them in the long run. Might as well let them go with it.
That's going to be, that's going to be a walk.
That will be a walk, yep. Well, she's got 2 strikeouts, and that will be her 4th walk. And
Yep, that's going to bring Kayla home. And be the 3rd run of the game for Birmingham.
well, Emmer, Jane, and Carly will move up on the bases. We will see Kate Brightshoe.
She's going to swing at that one and miss for strike 1.
Boy, where'd the sun go?
Way behind those clouds, or that tree line.
Yeah. Oh, so days are getting shorter already?
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, I noticed.
So you come out here in June and it's like, it's cold still, but the sun's out a lot.
That's right. I'm ready for it to be the dead of winter again.
Are you serious?
Starting to miss those negative 30-degree days.
There you. Well, I sent my kids up to Northern. They said, oh, we don't like it up here. It's cold. I said, no, not much warmer down here.
It's sending them up there. It's like, made it sound like the equivalent of sending them off to Siberia.
It pretty much was.
Maybe if you would have been a little bit more behaved, you could be going to state or something. But no, you gotta ship you off.
I ship you off.
I remember when I was trying to pick schools, one of the things that did appeal to me about Northern was I was told that there was snowmobile parking. You could get you could just drive your snowmobile to class.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds pretty cool.
Well, they have tunnels in between the buildings. And
No kidding.
yeah, so you don't have to walk outside. It's cold. Yeah, let's see what Kate can do here with the bases loaded.
There it goes.
And that's it. Strike 3.
See ya.
That will be the end of the inning. I believe the end of the game.
Thinking so. The girls look like they're celebrating a pretty one-sided victory here. And rightfully so. They played an excellent game. And yeah, they're lining up for the handshakes.
Another run, though, so it ended up 17-3 unofficial score. We had great play from Lauren Peters, who had 3 hits, two singles and a double, 3 RBI. Well, actually 4 RBIs. Audrey Brown had 3 runs, 2 hits, a couple walks. Maddie Loving, she walked twice and she walked 3 times in singles. They stayed away from her. Rachel Smiley, how about that? Great pitching.
Great pitching. Great day overall.
Yes, and she ended up singling today. Emma Morris, she got that big double, and she walked. Peyton Bernard, she got a single today with an RBI. How about Megan Griffith? Got 2 singles, 2 runs. Marsh, a couple singles, a couple RBIs and a run. Maria Rabb, she hit a sacrifice, moved some runners up. Amy Bonikowski got a single, a couple walks, and 3 runs. So everybody contributed.
Oh yeah, great
on the
game.
Oxford side.
Great game overall for the Lady Wildcats. And Thank you for watching OCTV Sports Park and Rec League Girls U10 Softball. It's a doubleheader game between Oxford and the Birmingham Jaguars. For OCTV Sports, I'm Andy Curtis alongside
Rod Wright.
and with our cameraman today, Jeff Goodme. Thanks for watching, and tune in Saturdays and Sundays. Charter Channel 191, AT&T Channel 99, between 1 and 6 for this game and other OCTV sporting events. Thank you, and have a good night.